Good morning, Quirky Birders. It's Lynn here, and it's time for episode 4 of your daily art challenge. So my painting is now all dry. It's getting quite curly from the water. We've actually used quite a lot of water building up these lovely textures on this design. So today is the day that we're going to be painting our little moon gazing hare. But what I first need to do is I just need to peel off the masking fluid. So all I'm going to do is literally just get it starting to roll, and it's so satisfying. But we just need to just rub this masking fluid away. We'll work our way up the front of our little hare. Take it down his ear. And if you are using the masking fluid, you just need to make sure that you've got it all removed, because if you've got any left over on it, then your paint won't adhere. And you can see now just how perfectly white our little hare is. So what we're going to begin with doing is painting our hare. And what we want is a nice brown for our hair. So I've just got a nice brown in my palette. And then all we can do is start to just put down a base colour of our hair. So just working wet on dry. And like I say, this is just the base colour only. So just keep it nice and pale. And not too watery really. So we'll just come down the front of his chest. Now when it comes to the back leg, what I'm going to do is just let there be just a little bit of the paper bleeding through. Only a tiny bit. You just want just a tiny hint of a little bit of light on that leg. You can do the leg a little bit darker. We'll do his front leg. Like so. Now what we're going to do is we're just going to build up some of the lovely colours of our hair. So you can use things like the burnt umber, but you just want those tones of brown. You don't want anything too dark. So we'll come back in and we'll just apply a darker line of colour to the edge of his ears. Over the top of his face. So you just need to work very, very lightly. And just build up those lovely layers of shading and colour on your little hair. Put a little bit of darker shading around that leg. And we'll just get a little bit of a darker colour going, I think. So I've just used some of the burnt umber and a little bit of grey just to give me a bit more of a darker brown. Some of the darker colour over the top of his head. And down his back. On the tip of his tail. And you can just see how that shape's now building by just taking your time. So I've just put a little bit of the darker brown on his leg. Going to keep this other leg a little bit paler, I think. Come under his chin. There we go. So just take your time with him and just build up those colours gradually. Allow those different layers of colour to bleed through, and you will then get to a point where he's a little bit more dominant against the quite strong background, really. I'm just going to put another little bit of shading just on the top of his head. Just come around that ear. Okay, so once you've got your colours and you've painted in your little hare, that's pretty much it for the painting. We're done. Tomorrow is when the magic happens, and as you know, that's when we start to apply some of the ink to our painting. So just take your time today. It's just a short one today, painting in your little hare. Like I say, concentrate on the shadings along the top of his head, around the edge of his ear, his little tail, and then just work on this leg here. It's amazing what you can do with just the paint and the colour to really bring that leg forward. So just work on that, and then tomorrow I'll be back and we shall do the ink detailing. So if you need me, you know where to find me, and I'll be happy to offer any help if you need any help, and I shall see you all tomorrow. Goodbye.